everybody! Welcome to Books and Bites. We're here for you. We've got a triple for you today. We've got three things. So we've got our Shel Silverstein poem, like always. We've got our story, like always. We have a guest author in our presence. Ring is going to be reading his very own creation, his own beautiful book named My Swollen Eye, A True Story. So, get ready for that. Should we start with your book or should we start with the poem?
Your book.
Start with the poem. Whoops, go grab it. All right, so we'll start with the poem, or you want to start with My Swollen Eye?
The poem.
All right, we'll start with the poem. Today's poem is called Recipe for a Hippopotamus Sandwich. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. A hippo sandwich is easy to make. All you do is simply take one slice of bread, one slice of cake, some mayonnaise, one onion ring, one hippopotamus, one piece of string, a dash of pepper. That ought to do. And now comes the problem, biting into it. So take a look at this. A hippo sandwich is easy to make. All you do is simply take one slice of bread, one slice of cake, some mayonnaise, one onion ring, one hippopotamus, one piece of string, a dash of pepper. That ought to do it. And now comes the problem, biting into it. Oof, that was better the second time. You know, all my readers, the first graders I work with, sometimes the first time you read something, it's like a little glitchy, but then you read it again and it sounds smoother. So that's actually happens to grown-ups too. So here is this hippopotamus sandwich, and there is the hippo and all the stuff. I don't think I could bite into that. That feels a little tricky to me, but who knows? We'll see. I don't think I'm going to try it today, but I am going to have some lunch when we're done. So next up, My Swollen Eye. Oh, sorry. Next up, Peter's Chair by Ezra Jack Keats, a great story that probably, Ring, you can actually relate to as well, because it's about a kid who gets a new brother, or new sister. Sorry, he gets a new sister. You got a brother. He gets a sister. Okay. Peter's Chair by Ezra Jack Keats. Peter stretched as high as he could. There, his tall building was finished. Crash! Down it came! Shh! Called his mother. You have to play more quietly. Remember, we have a new baby in the house. Ugh. It's like his puppy knocked it over and he's getting in trouble for being loud even though he didn't even do anything. Peter looked into his sister Susie's room. His mother was fussing around the cradle. That's my cradle, he thought. And they painted it pink. Hi, Peter, said his father. Would you like to help paint Sister's high chair? That's my high chair, whispered Peter. This is a really cool illustration. You can see there's like newspaper down there. He saw his crib and muttered, My crib is painted pink too. Not far away stood his old chair. They didn't paint that yet, Peter shouted. Man, he must be feeling super frustrated. All the things he used to have and use are being given away. He picked it up and ran to his room. Let's run away, Willie, he said. Peter filled up a shopping bag with cookies and dog biscuits. We'll take my blue chair, my toy crocodile, and the picture of me when I was a baby. Willie got his bone. They went outside and stood in front of his house. This is a good place, said Peter. He arranged his things very nicely and decided to sit in his chair for a while. Did they run away very far? Front yard? That's not too far, right? But he couldn't fit in the chair. He was too big. There's the picture of him when he was a baby. And there he is, getting stuck in his chair. His mother came to the window and called, Won't you come back to us, Peter dear? We have something very special for lunch. Peter and Willie made believe they didn't hear, but Peter got an idea. Excuse me. Soon his mother saw signs that Peter was home. "That rascal's hiding behind the curtain," she said happily. Oh, I think she sees a clue. Do you see the clue? It's his shoes behind the curtain. Yeah. She moved the curtain away. "But he wasn't there." "Here I am," shouted Peter. That was a good trick.
I knew that was gonna happen because that's what all boys do. Just like,
Do they? That's a great trick. Have you ever done that to me? Oh. Peter sat in a grown-up chair. His father sat next to him. "Daddy," said Peter, "let's paint the little chair pink for Susie." Aw.
I wouldn't like anything painted pink for me.
And they did. And there they are.
I wouldn't like anything of mine being painted.
No. But did you mind when your little brother came along and we sort of gave him some of your old stuff? Or were you like, "That's cool"?
I minded.
You minded a little? Yeah, it's
A
tricky.
lot.
It's tricky. A lot. It's tricky to have a
I
new
didn't
sibling.
even call him my brother or his name. I don't even think that we named him yet.
What? We definitely have his name. All right. Would you like to read your story today? All right. This story is called My Swollen Eye by Loring Sorensen. And scooch in so they can see you while you're doing your excellent reading. Let me know if you need any help, okay?
I'm not going to dedicate this to anyone.
You don't have to dedicate it. Okay.
Even though it already is dedicated.
That's fine.
I'm still not going to read it. You read it.
I'll read it. Okay. One day in first grade, I went to after school. At after school, I went to sleep because my tummy was hurting. When I woke up, my left eye was stuck together. The next day, my eye got puffier. This is a true story, including an illustration. That's awesome. When my mom saw me, she laughed because my swollen eye looked funny. Now, Ring says that I promise I did not laugh. But then, when the swelling didn't go down, we decided to go to the doctor's. He sent me to the hospital, and I had to stay in the hospital for a whole week. Here's the illustration. Ring was not a happy camper there. The doctors gave me a red popsicle, and in the morning, I threw up all over myself. That's true. Even on the sheets and the pillow. Then I went into a wheelchair, and the doctors brought me to the scanner. Then they brought me to the room. All I wanted to do was go home. I finally got to go home on the 6th day, and I was so happy. My dad acted like it was my birthday. And that's true, too. We had, like, balloons and party plates. And that is My Swollen Eye by Loring Sorensen. So people, if you are out there and you are doing some homeschool work right now, this is an excellent idea. Put together a book, tell your story, add those juicy details. You can be an author just like Ring and just like Ezra Jack Keats and just like Shel Silverstein. All right, friends, that was Books and Bites for today. I hope you all have a lovely afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow at 1.